Hey everybody, welcome back to Salesforce Wiz presented by Crucible Cloudworks. Today, this is part one of our two-part video series on how to copy results from Salesforce Developer Console query into Microsoft Excel. Oftentimes for myself, I'll do an impromptu query in the Developer Console. I don't need to copy it into Excel, usually to, deliver to someone else. You could set up Salesforce reports to generate that sort of data, but usually as a developer myself, I find it easier to use the console on the fly. It's just kind of a pain to get the results, but we have discovered a method to get those HTML table results for easily exported into Excel. To demonstrate part one, we won't be using Salesforce at all until the next video, but this is just a primer as to how to use the console in Google Chrome in order to do an inspection and get the HTML table results you need. So first off, we've got our table of baby names over here, and we right-click and go to Inspect. That opens up the inspector in Chrome where we could see clearly this is an HTML table with all its relevant elements. We would think that the way to copy it is we just highlight and try to do a copy and paste. That's okay, but there's an easier way to do this, and it doesn't work with all tables. Sometimes the more complicated tables, it gets a little skewed. One risk, for example, is if you copy a little too much and you try to drop it into paste, it'll bring in things that don't really belong there. And this is a pretty cleanly formatted table. Other times you get a table that doesn't really work as well. So the easier way to do this is to go straight into your Chrome inspector here. If you notice, what you have to do is go to the top of where the table tag starts for this entire table here. Right-click, and then say, copy the entire element. When you copy the entire element, and then you paste that into Excel, it copies the data verbatim. This is the same method that you will need to use to copy from Developer Console, as you'll see in part two.